Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chandler and I like to teach people how to homestead. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the snail sowing method. If you've heard about the snail sowing method, it is a really great way to sow a lot of seeds in a very little amount of space. It's also beginner friendly and you can start your seedlings any time of year because this is a method that can be used inside or outside. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all the materials you need, how to do it step by step so that you can get your garden started today for a fraction of that greenhouse price. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is collect our materials. Most of these you'll probably already have laying around your house. So you need a long strip of some sort of material. I used a plastic bubble wrap from a package that I got delivered. And then your seeds, obviously, your potting soil, and a tray or container to put them in. Make sure that your potting soil is pre-moistened for these seeds.
So your plastic, basically it just needs, you got to make sure your container is right. I cut mine in half and then my plastic's about the same height as where that split is going to be. So it doesn't really matter how long you make it. The length will depend on how many seedlings you want and how big your container is. So you're going to lay your potting soil out. You can get a seed starting mix too if you want. I am using what I had at my house because that's how I roll. So at this step of the game, see how I'm like leaving a little headspace at the top of my plastic? That's because I'm going to fill it in when I put it in. I'm going to top it with dirt so that my seed is sandwiched in between the dirt. Okay. So next I'm going to take my tomato seeds. These ones I bought heirloom, so it'll be like a fun surprise.
So a variety of heirloom.
Yeah. And you're putting the seed up at the top.
So you'll see that I'm giving the seeds about 1 to 2 inches of space apart from each other, and that they're all getting sown at the very top of the dirt line that I have right now. That's important because in the next step here, we're going to roll it up slowly and carefully to make sure we don't spill those seeds out. You will also see people that make the snail first, and then once it's turned upright, they implant their seeds at that point. I like to do it this way because it makes it easier to sandwich the seeds in dirt. So once we have it rolled up and we're seeing that snail shape, we're going to go ahead and transfer it to whatever container that we're going to use. I'm using an old water jug that I cut in half. Once it is in our container, we're going to top it off with the rest of the soil. This is making sure that those seeds are completely covered in soaked potting soil. And then once that's done, it's time to close up our container. So we'll close our container here and we're going to go ahead and take one piece of tape to tape it shut. So here I'm making a little greenhouse, so to speak, for my seedlings. Now the important thing here is that you're also going to want to take the lid off of the top of your container so that rain can get in. And then you'll need to put some drainage holes in the bottom of your container as well. You can easily do this with a knife or even a hot poker. So that's how you snail sow. Easy, simple, and cost effective. Follow me and subscribe for more content like this, and happy gardening!